We got time.
I'll restart.
Yeah, we'll restart.
This time, when I turn my camera on, laugh hysterically at the Isolation Nation. Welcome to Social Distancing Social Club 1 year mustache-iversary. That's how I have to look right now. Don't laugh at me, even though obviously I knew you would. That's part of the game. I get it. And now no one laughs when I say you're supposed to laugh.
Please clap.
How has this show lasted a year? I don't know. Nothing works right. We're very excited for the 1 year anniversary of SDSC. Let me introduce to you the second leg of the four-legged tripod that makes up the quarantine. It's Steve Hofstetter, everybody. The fuck?
Hi, everybody.
What
Oh my God.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Welcome to the first anniversary episode of SDSC. As always, you can tip the comics or the show. Venmo is at the top right of the screen. You can PayPal us at sdscshow.com. And of course, always super chat in the YouTube chat. And now I would like to introduce...
Wait. I'm in Atlanta, and you're in my office. This is how I left it when I left. This is 100% my current office.
So now I'd like to introduce my best friend and my muse, Chris Bowers.
Hey, what's up, Savvy? How are you? You look a bit like a ninja. I like that a lot. Ben, I'm also in your office, so you know we figured your office would be lonely without you. So we're here. We're excited. I meant to do this and only have the mustache, but I didn't get that done. Savannah, are you doing the whole show today? Is that your whole thing?
I'm Steve Hofstetter.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, Steve. Sorry, Steve.
Steve Hofstetter, have you been here for a year?
This is the best your hair's looked this whole time. Queen Rachel's here. Queen, how you doing?
Queen.
I'm good. I'm also in Ben's office. How can you all be in Ben's office? But I'm in Ben's office. You know his office is so big.
I've never had such a good virtual backdrop for my own office.
Oh, it's a great office. Oh, look at it.
Oh no.
The classic poison pasta strikes again.
Is she gonna be
That's not how masks work.
So Rachel, where are you? Rachel, where are you?
I'm
really?
just kidding. Of course, I'm not in Ben's office. Like that's, I'll take it off. But happy
What the
1 year.
fuck? That's my living room.
What?
That's my living room. What the fuck is happening?
Hey, Steve, are you in Ben's office?
Yes, I'm in Ben's office, and I know what's in the
Bowers,
box.
are
now.
you in Ben's office?
Yeah, I actually am in.
What?
How are we? Anyway,
What?
I'm going through your stuff, Ben. I'm actually.
We have an auction today. A lot.
Oh my God, what is happening? No!
Oh, this is great. I'm actually touching all his stuff. This is.
Touch my box, I will murder you.
I promised myself I would not look in the box, Ben. I'm not looking in the box, just out of principle.
Bowers, that's good. And also, no one's touched a box in his house for a year. So
Happy
Yes,
anniversary.
I thought about bringing Chrissy and having sex in his bed, but I didn't want to make his bed sad. So.
no, wait, I'll be right back. This isn't right. Hold on.
Oh God.
I don't know how you guys are doing this.
Doing what?
I have an alert. My Ring doorbell goes off when someone enters my house. I didn't even see it go off.
It didn't go off.
It didn't go off. Maybe we rappelled through the back. We climbed up a ladder over the front of your house, rappelled down the back on a rope, and then went in the back.
Oh my
door.
God, my assistant
you,
is texting me
Carmel.
right now. LOL. Get on this.
Hey, Steve's all dressed up.
Steve's all snazzy.
What's up, buddy?
I mean, you know, aside from my stomach feeling a little sick from the poison, I'm feeling all right.
This is fucking wild. Great crown, Queen.
By the way,
Bible made it for me. Thank you.
That's amazing.
I want to add to how good that little prank was there, because Rachel sent me this background and was like, "Hey, we're all gonna pretend to be at Ben's," which works out because if I have the virtual background first, it makes Bowers' look virtual. And honestly, I thought Bowers' green screen wasn't very good.
Well, it was virtual. It was virtual to begin with because we decided he would notice if it wasn't virtual. So I
Oh,
did
right. Okay.
Actually have a
He's
Ben
in my
virtual
actual
background.
office right now. That is
So that's his actual background, and then I switched it.
I was
so
too busy. I was too busy being poisoned. Sorry, I was distracted.
Hours, if you need any props, the drawer right in front of your legs there's got props, and then right behind you, the bottom right drawer's got a ton of props.
To be honest, Ben, I'm afraid of opening any of the drawers in this house.
So Bowers, if you need any props, every drawer has them. Why do you?
A lot of, I mean, I did leave out 2 or 3 of the props drawers right now when saying that, so not to confuse you, but there's a lot of other prop options.
The
Props.
sad part about Ben's house is the only drawer without toys is in the nightstand.
Oh no.
Well, I have a surprise for you guys as well. I'm here in Atlanta, and I didn't want to do the show alone without one of our dearest friends that helped make the show what it was. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the string cheese. Still smells
Nice.
great.
Oh, I can imagine.
1-year-old cheese left outside.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
I really, by the way, Ben, I really wanted you to like introduce Dominique Wilkins or like something like that.
I want to see him take
Atlanta
that cheese
sports,
through security.
What's that?
I want you to see that take that cheese through security. I'm sure when they search your bag, that's got to be like, what the fuck is this? And why is there a face on it?
You think TSA is finding a small amount of string cheese, then you wouldn't know the amount of edibles I smuggled here.
The string cheese is actually just to throw them off. They're like, "Why the hell do you have this?" And he's like, "Oh, it's real weird, isn't it? Don't look in the rest of the bag."
And Ben, do you put your edibles in a gummy vitamin bottle?
Obviously, I'm kidding. I've got an edible guy here in Atlanta.
Of course you do.
But I mean, how good does that look? Jeez Louise.
Is that edibles or just a bag of random candy? I don't know.
A little bit of both, Powers. A little bit of both.
So 1 year, guys. Holy crap! I mean, it's amazing. It's been a year. I've got some clips of the first episode we're gonna play later, which is pretty cool. We got a lot of cool shit coming up. I'm gonna auction off whatever you guys want from Ben's office. So start putting that in the chat. What you want us to sell? Everything goes. I don't care about. I don't have any sentimental value to any of this shit. So you want any of this stuff? Let's just go. We'll get it out to you. I can take it home when I leave. Anyway,
I will find you.
you have a particular set of skills and you can find your vintage ladies. Anyway, we had a fun overnight game. Well, it wasn't fun. It was weird. It was
Same.
name some fake things that happen if you don't poop. I don't know why that was hashtag fake poop. So if you don't poop, what happens to you? That isn't real. Beryl had sorry. Oh, holding your poop in lets you go from semi to full colon.
Oh my
Oh.
And Jeremy Day had holding your poop may cause an inability in a depressed state, unsuitable for social gatherings. You become a party pooper.
God.
There you go. That's the overnight game. Steve, what's the next game?
Oh yeah, go for it.
So today's game is describe the show in the worst way possible. If you're telling your friends about the show, describe it wrong, but also accurately. For instance, I'm hanging out with my internet friends in my basement. Pretty
Or
bad
I
to describe it.
traveled to Atlanta and my friends broke into my house for a gag.
Yeah. Yeah. Or 3 comedians get together to torture one lady. Like there's lots of ways to describe SDSC. If you can describe it, please do so. And the way you play in our game is you comment on any of our feeds. But as always, if you want yours to count toward the prize at the end of the show, as well as having a much better chance of being read on air, what you do is you comment with a tip, at least $5 of a Venmo, a super chat, or a PayPal, and we'll read those at the end. And of course, if you are in our front row, which there's 1,000 of you today, if you are in our front row, you get up to 3 entries for free.
All right, we do have a new.
I had some overnight generals come into my room. Blake Murphy was that first general, and he said, today marks SDSC's episode count eclipses one of the all-time great television series. The episode's 223, surpassing the winner of countless Emmys, the Presidential Medal of Freedom for its lead actors, and the prestigious Peabody Award for Distinguished Achievement in Public Service. Beavis and Butthead. Congratulations.
I thought you were going to say idiot test, and I realized none of those things happened.
And also, we passed that like 100 episodes ago.
That's not true.
No, 19.
How hard is it to remember 210? My God, we had 210.
And then Gus Walsh said, hey, to my favorite show for the past year. I'm sorry I can't watch in the front row on your anniversary, but I'll watch later. I'm counting on it.
Nice.
Those are the overnight generals.
All right, we had a new Patreon, on the Patreon. Candace Jordan is at the isolation pinned level. So thank you so much. And we have a huge front row today, Ben. Do you want to try the challenge we talked about? You think you can do this in under 4 minutes? Do you think
I can do it in under 4.
Hold on. Why'd you make a challenge that depends on how fast I am?
Trigger something from middle school, Taylor? I'm sorry to talk about how quick you are.
Doesn't have a heart attack. I can do it if Taylor survives.
I think we can do it in under 4 minutes. That's our goal. I'm going to start the time.
I mean, it's tough. Usually the fast one on the show is Bowers, but...
Well, it depends what we're talking about.
Video front row, turn on your cameras and join the party. It is the 1-year anniversary episode. I'm pretty sure Rachel is also in my actual living room. It looks that way.
Yeah, no, she's in her
I am.
Yeah, they're both at your house, Ben.
Henry.
Did you just pick up on that gag?
I just picked up on it. Yes, I did.
I was trying to see how long it would take you to figure out that was your own living room. The over under was 5 minutes, so I think you beat it. You beat it. It was under.
I beat it in like 1 second. But this is incredible. Welcome to the show, everybody. We are joined by Ray Benjamin, giving us a little extra pony show today. Got Cass, SDSZ, Vills. God, I said Z by accident. I can't get your last name right, even when it's not your last name. We've got Bert Dizon in the house. We are joined today by Sarah Green. Great to have you, Sarah Green, wood carving machine.
Ben, you skipped Stanley.
Oh, no, I didn't skip. It disappeared before I said it. Stanley Jungleeb is here. Jungleeb, I can't remember which one it is, and my name's half of it. I have a problem.
Oh, here I am.
Very existential response from you, Stanley. We are joined by, you look like Larry David right there. Larry David getting a blowjob. Amanda Jensen with us, everybody. Brian O'Connor's in the house. Love the backdrop, Brian. We are joined also by Terry Hagenkamp, everybody. Hello, Terry. We've got,
you need to
somebody because there's nobody on screen.
You need to talk to Rachel about how to pronounce my last name.
Hojin Kamp. We've got Terry Hogan Kayampi. We've got Lindsey Brown.
Wait, Terry, he can't do civils. You think he's going to get your name?
It's possible. We've got Lindsey Brown in the house. I like the dress, all dressed up. We've got... My time, Bowers. Don't count this against my time. We've got Jared Chown in the house. Hello, Jared. We've got Sarah Lubke in the house. Hello.
See the
Sarah.
pronunciation? That's how you do it. Then he got it perfect. Good job, Sarah. That's the way to do that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chris Boers. We got Diana Gonzalez in the house. Oh, nice. It's just been blown out. This seems fitting. We are joined by Jeremy Day, the Punisher himself, back to back with Diana Gonzalez. I wonder why. They're back to back because they don't talk anymore. They don't sleep because they're a full couple. They sleep butt to
No,
butt.
that's a different person.
That's
different
wrong
person.
person.
Diane.
Not Diana.
Candidates Courtney. It's a whole thing. We can do a flow chart for you if you want, Ben. How this works.
And we are not friends anymore.
Now I'm legit embarrassed. I don't know. Very sorry. I'm very sorry about that. Dina is who's dating Jeremy and not Diana. Those are very similar names, and I fucked it up.
And also, in Ben's defense, Diana is how he would pronounce Dina, and vice versa. So
Grandmother's name was Dina, and I swear to God, she used to go by Diana. So there's a family history for me messing this up.
Sure. Yeah.
So there's that. We've got also Jeremy Day's girlfriend, Bill Thompson, in the house. I've got Elizabeth F., who's been dating Jeremy Day for a while. They don't call him the Punisher for nothing. We've got Marissa. I can't. Francis Harnedy joining us. Hello, Marissa. Great to have you. The other Rachel is here. Rachel Suey's in the house. Christopher Capo is with us. Hello, Christopher. Great to have you. We are joined by
a revolving list of names on Zoom that Zoom keeps moving around.
Chrissy Jordan is one of them. Hello, Chrissy. Great to have you here. Abby is here straight from someone's butt. Great to have you here.
She found that cupcake in it. Okay. Sorry, Abby.
That's
Regretting
not
that
frosting.
choice of that cupcake being chocolate now, aren't you?
We've got Judy Bonello. Thank you for the wishes. Great to have you here, Judy. We have got Zarel from Australia or Ohio. He's very on the fence about locations. Anathema to Steve Hofstadter's existence.
An old school filter right there. She has an old school filter.
Yeah, she does. Aranka Haneke is here. Hello. Thank you for blowing out our birthday candle. Hungry for these candles. I just.
Oh my God.
Ah, what a great shirt.
Oh my God. Go to the bottom. Happy birthday, SDSC. That's amazing. I love it. We've got Dina McDonald here. What's in the box? Ask Jeremy Day, your boyfriend. Nobody will tell you what's in the box except Bowers. I swear to God, don't even touch it, Bowers. Don't even fucking touch it. I should have that box when I left. My mistake. I trusted you guys. Peter Amzell is in here. Peter Amzell, green screen in distress. Great to have you.
Wait, we just skipped Anna.
I'm not skipping anybody. I know how
Sorry, Anna was on screen for a while. You didn't mention her. You didn't skip her.
Thank you. Anna Hood is with us. Hello, Anna. Have you? The shirt looks awesome. And I just got something in the mail from you and from the whole crew that I will show you guys when I get back in town. Very, very funny and generous and awesome of you guys.
Do you want me to just go get it for you, Ben? I'm here. Like it's right there on the
Rachel will show you right now what it is that they got me for winning the hot dog championship on a couple weeks ago. Rachel will be about to be shown here. That's not it. It's the big, huge box. It's the big, huge box. Might be under my desk. Under my desk. Bowers has closer access to it.
Oh, I see. This.
Bowers got it. This is what I was given.
So the Coca-Cola hot dog steamer.
That steams 24 hot dogs at once and 12 buns.
Oh, what sucks is this box is empty, Ben. They just sent you an empty box. So.
We've got Randy Fosslin in the house. Hello, Randy. We've got Sheep Go Quack in the house. Great to have you, Sheep. We've got Rob. We have got Dana Z. Bunster with us. Hello, Dana. She's got a new microphone. You can tell by that wave. We've got Mary Leber joining us today. Hello, Mary.
Lieber, Ben.
Yep. I'm Ben Gleb, and it's great to be here with you. Lieber, we're with us. Hello, we've got Brad Parquet.
Your intro ran out of candle, Ben.
I missed that.
Not his fault, man.
Not his fault.
Not his
Not his
fault.
fault.
Not his fault.
We are joined by other of our great audience members who have not yet been introduced, or
And
we've
Wow.
got Dave Adler joining us. Dave Adler. We have got Stephanie Banez joining us, everybody.
Nice.
Hello, Stephanie. We've got Patrick Yoakley in the house. We have got Courtney Thorne Smith, star of television's SDSC.
This is the one I'm dating, Ben, by the way.
What's that? Say that again?
Courtney
That's
and
the one
Diana.
I'm dating.
Who said that?
Diana, yes, that's how that works.
Listen, there's a lot of there's a lot of love triangle, a lot of sexual deviance. We are joined by the greatest appreciator of all fandom, Chris LaBall.
And his fan.
Melissa Fiore in the house. Great to have you, Melissa. We have got Emily, Emily, not Emile. Ronald.
That's the one I fucked up. I fucked up Emily. You're at least fucked
Oh,
up.
thank God that was. I thought that's not. I was like,
No, that was
I'm
me.
your
That was
brother.
me when I did the intro.
Got it. Got it. Emily Ronalds doesn't look like an Emile to me. We've got Ron Gould joining us, everybody. Hello, Ron.
Howdy.
You put on a suit for us. That's very kind. We have got.
While Taylor is trying to find the last couple front row people, I do want to point out the advantage of Rachel and Bowers being in Ben's place is that we can finally get Ben's mail.
Got Guillermo with the mustache. I feel you today, brother. I feel you. We got Frank Berman coming to us with, one can only assume, a shiny painting behind him, but we don't know. Taro coming to us with a bandage on his head.
Wait, did we just get double franked?
We got double Frank.
I'm trying to speed up. They were next to each other.
Much like on the hot dog episode where we got 20 franked. Eden, the graphics master, LeMaster. Thank you, brother, for making all these cool graphics. We've got Razor joining us.
Crazy.
What up? And we have got Sean Ehrlich joining us. His summer pants and his brand new mustachio. Looking sharp. We have got a timer that's definitely way past 4 minutes.
There's
We've got
Adler.
Adler to the rescues with us. Great to have you, Ads, on a phone, clearly, so he's got some kind of weird shifting setup happening. We have got Technics in the house. Andrew, what up? With those classic Andrew Technics glasses. And we are joined by Kate Howard. Hello, Kate.
Howdy.
Okay.
Do
Pleasure to see
we
you.
actually get through everybody?
Almost. We're almost
we
there.
did. We've got Cassie Nolan in the house. Hello, Cassie.
Oh,
Great.
with the happy fucking birthday sign. Nice.
Hat. I love the double kitty hat. That's hilarious.
Thank you so much. We unfortunately couldn't be joined today by Tam Brown. Tam couldn't be here.
See if you can say it right.
Oh my God, under your mustache, I didn't recognize you. That is either Tamara or Tamara, but I'm going to believe it's Tamara.
Is that
Nice.
Happy birthday.
Thank you
guys.
so much. And the Antichrist in the flesh. Oh my God.
Holy cow, she's here.
I'm wearing the vest.
Look at that. You are a lot less intimidating than I expected.
That's how the Enterprise gets you. They
Exactly.
That's right. They go in with a very calm and placid demeanor. We've got Hannah joining us, everybody. Hello, Hannah.
Nice.
Say hi to your sisters for me. And we are joined, last but certainly not least, by the way with the watercolor, the princess of the pencil. It is Leedy E. Corbin.
That is all the time we had for the show. Good night, everybody. Good to see you.
This is the video front row, everybody.
You almost did it, Ben. The goal was 4 minutes. You did it in 12:59. It was only 13 minutes.
He was handicapped by me. That's not fair for Ben.
That was all your fault.
Took a leap show.
Yeah. Also, by the way, the 4 minutes was the goal for like a front row that has like a dozen people in it. Yeah, not a front row that has the population
No, the
of
goal.
Tucson,
The goal.
Arizona.
No, I think the goal is 50 people in the front row and under 4 minutes. I think we can get it done. We just got to figure out how to.
No matter how many people we have, that's a fun challenge to do.
That's what I'm
Just
saying.
keep
And
adding
then
more and
people
more
show
front
up
row
to
people.
fuck with Ben. I think it's a fun thing we can do. Mail. I did get before we do the videos. I did get some mail. So this was here. So what is this? Oh God. All right. So this is from Frankie Berman. It says, after we played Ruin, a children's book, I couldn't resist getting you one of these. I think the little comic book fits your size. Thanks for the laughs, Frank 2. And then it's a little avocado, but then as you turn the little avocado. So basically, with the joke we were making.
Oh God.
No, if you put your willy through the book.
Powers, that's a guacamole.
and that is about the right size, because I mean, like, if you take this guacamole, and that's what a condom looks like, right?
If it's unrolled.
Well, yeah, you got to unroll it, or it doesn't fit. And then I also got the monster at the end of this book. So thank you, Frank. I appreciate that. And now I have, by the way, this has doubled my number of books I own. Right now, they're double. I have one book. Now I have 3 whole books. That is awesome. Oh, wow.
Frankie Berman got me 2 Funko Pops for my birthday. Adler, are you jealous?
Nice. Do you guys want to get to the first episode and kind of?
I thought you said get to the front row, which was
first episode.
Ben, come on. Ben, it's time to introduce the front row. Let's go.
Jeremy Day.
So Rachel and I we went through the first episode and put and came up with some clips. We decided to have Ben and Steve not see these so we get their actual reaction to the quality of the show and how it worked, and it's a little trippy. So we're gonna I've got a couple clips ready, so we're gonna do a clip and then we'll talk about it. So Taylor, can you run that first clip for us? March 16th, 2020. The world stood still. We were going to be inside for 2 months.
For 2 months.
No one had a plan.
We're not getting any sound.
But one group. Can't hear any sound.
You gotta click that share sound button or something.
Let's start.
Pressure is how we can the way Taylor handles the thing. Raised under pressure.
No big deal.
Taylor.
To help fill the gap, I'm gonna go put on makeup.
Nope. Where's he going? March 16th, 2020. The world stood still. We were going to be inside for 2 months. No one had a plan. But one group, one quarantine, had the answer. Queen Rachel Gallagher and Bowers, and them alone created the social distancing. All right, so that's clip 1. We can talk about.
We're going to talk about clip 1. First of all, Bowers, do you do professional voiceover? Because that
wasn't me. That was also Ben's voice. He doesn't know he voiced that over, but I've been tricking him to say words on my voicemail for the last year, so I can put that together.
Really impressive.
No, I'm kidding. Obviously. But I will say that I want to do the first clip is about a minute long. It's the opening actual of the show. And this is what the show was like before Taylor. So Taylor, if you're stressed out today, realize, hey, we needed you. So play that clip.
Ironic if this one doesn't play well.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first ever social distancing social club. We've been playing around with live streaming for a little bit the last couple of days, and it seems to be working. We are hoping to get through all the technical difficulties without things being a little too crazy. So, first of all, welcome to my co-hosts Ben Glebe and Chris Bowers. Already, I'm screwing things up. Oh, I thought you were going to go with more than that. Because you had like a big, like there was like a big to do, and you were like, "Hello, everybody. I hope you're okay." I'm done talking.
Where's Henry Horse?
Yeah, I really thought we were gonna learn a lot.
So that was the first show. That's how it started. Was Steve really loud, and then we couldn't hear Ben, and there was, and I think Ben was out sound check that day. Ironically, that's just the best we had those days. I mean, that was the first minute of the show, man.
Also, the idea that Ben was like, "No, I'm not going to talk much."
Well, now I will say this: the audio was terrible, but the three of us were pretty much the same from the first episode. So show. There's 3 clips here. We can talk about each one, but show the first one, and then but the 3 of us are pretty much the same. Rachel came the next day, so here we go.
Also, by the way, the tech was so good that my sign was bad.
Hey, I'm Bowers.
Saw that.
Here's why I'm doing this, is, I have a rule where I don't drink by myself, and that's going to make that tough in this quarantine. But I've made a loophole, which is for FaceTime and people are on a video chat, that it doesn't count as being alone. So I'm cracking a beer, I'm drinking through all these things. So that's what we're doing, fellas and ladies. Go outside again.
Drink till we go outside. So I started the same. Steve was Steve.
Before we do this, I just want to point out that very much looked like Bowers was doing a dating video.
It was like less confident Bowers. This is like you never having really done a show. It feels like.
Well, yeah, this is when you guys still didn't think I was funny, so it was way harder to do.
I knew.
Well, you finally crossed that threshold on episode 300, Bowers.
Now you'll notice Steve was also the same from day one.
Yeah, we're going to get to the question in a second. For those of you who are saying that the volume is super soft for everybody else, I'm going to try to be softer so that it equals out, and just turn the volume up on your damn computer.
That way.
A dick from the very beginning.
Will say, not bad advice.
Yeah, so Steve started with, "Hey, just turn your computers up on your damn computer." That was so funny. And Ben has not changed, so here we go. We have sound on this one?
Like it's the Cold War. Like what are you eating?
We turn it off.
It's just really quiet.
It is basically the Cold War.
Super quiet.
Yeah, is there any way to turn it up through YouTube?
Breakfast. Single slices of tomato? Like what is happening? With lemon pepper on it, and time is completely flipped. This is my morning. I'll be up until 5 a.m. I'll have dinner around 2:30, and lemon pepper on it, so you flip it.
Yeah.
And all we missed was Steve saying, "Can you just eat before the next live stream, please, and not eat during the show? Is that possible?"
Serious? I said that from the very beginning.
That's exactly what he said. That's what we missed. Was him saying, "Can you wait and eat early tomorrow?"
And the only other difference is I look 12 years older now than I did.
With the mustache. I do want to do this real quick before we go any further. And Taylor, I don't know if we can turn that up a little, because the next one's like a minute long, and if you can't hear it at all, it may not be worth playing. But let's see what we can do. But this was from the first episode. So this is how Andrew Rivers started.
Oh my God.
And that's how it's going. So,
I also want to shout out too, when I was looking at these videos, I could see the YouTube chat, and some of the users that are literally Bunst was there the first day. I remember seeing who else? Greg Murphy was like one of the first names that I remember seeing. Ben, I'm not going to say his last name. It's like Virgil Bergen. I still see him around in Psycho Chicken. And there was quite a few others. So like,
We had a Psycho Chicken before we had a Budget Chicken.
we did.
and we had a bunch of people who never tipped again. So I also noticed that. So
Razor too was there from the beginning.
there's a
Razor
lot
got
of-
me this sign, by the way, which I will be utilizing a lot
nice.
more.
I love that.
Very cool.
Also, I just wanted to say, like, yes, I did eat on the first show and I ate for a while, but listen, I take feedback. It might take me a while to get to it, but 200 episodes deep, I don't eat on the show anymore.
You take feed back to your room to eat it, is what you do.
That's hilarious.
All right, so we got 200 videos. This one is just what our plan was. So this is my plan and Ben's plan. I think they're pretty funny. And then after that, we got some predictions. And then Steve ends with a really prophetic prediction, which I like. Okay.
What is the? I'm curious for all of you. I mean, this is a bit of a different question for Bowers because, Bowers' regular food seems to be, last chance survival food for everybody else. But because Bowers pretty much, what did you get? Frozen pizza and hot dogs?
I got 15 frozen pizza, 32 hot dogs, baby. I'm ready for the
Dude, you're ready for next Tuesday.
No buns either, because I'm going to lose 20 pounds through this shit too, motherfucker. We're going to make this.
So then this is my question to Ben, and also I want for the people in the chat, when you went shopping, did you get anything that you normally wouldn't get, and if so, what is like your most? All right, I'll get this because in case I need it, food for the apocalypse. Yeah, like for instance, okay, I got instant potatoes. I don't ever want to eat instant potatoes. I'm beyond my college years where I need to eat instant potatoes, but I got them because they were on the shelf, and I figured, fuck it, in case.
I got a lot of things that last a year and a half that I don't want to eat even now.
Like what?
I got weird cereals I've never seen, like wheat-based cereals. I got crackers that look terrible, look like they would honestly make you immediately. I don't think my dog would.
Well, listen, I think you get that bad stuff because it's easier to ration because you don't want it. You have to eat it only when it's starving. Because it'll keep it alive.
Savannah's giving me shit in the chat for attacking instant potatoes.
Savannah was on brand too. Joe won, except before she was a fan of me, she was a fan of instant potatoes. So I'm glad you switched, Savannah. Thank you so much for switching from instant potatoes to me.
I think
Team
that's why
Bowers
she
was about to be Team Instant Potatoes, and then it switched to Bowers on day 2. So I appreciate that.
I think that's why she poisoned me today.
Did just go check, and it looks like Ben did eat that gross cereal and those crackers.
Thank God you were going to take a pee in my kitchen, so that worked out.
He's not Steve backstage.
Couple general, real quick.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Tam said, General Steve, did you eat the potatoes?
Well, now here's how I've evolved during the pandemic. I went from instant potatoes to an air fryer. So and no,
take it easy. Oh,
I did not. I still have not eaten those instant potatoes.
Could you air fry the instant potatoes? Make like
that.
croquettes?
Oh my God, probably. You could air fry anything.
Oh.
I hate croquette.
Technics
By the way,
said
croquette-
one.
I was just saying croquette is also how Ben would pronounce the last name Crockett. So.
Croquettes, that's when they play on horses, right?
No, that's called horse polo.
Technics,
Crochet is the sport.
Thank you, Meg Begley. Thank you, Meg Begley. Up your ass with it too.
How did it take a year to get a quiet sign? Jesus Christ.
Right? Technics said 1 whole year. What the fuck, mate? You know what? I can believe we are here because y'all created something amazing and welcomed us with open arms. Thanks to each and every one of the comics, queen, and the audience.
Aw.
Thanks, guys.
Cass sent in $15. She said $5 for Bowers for the app The Laughs. $10 for Steve for introducing me to the show in the first place. Nothing for Ben until he learns how the fuck to pronounce my name.
Those from Case?
It's pronounced
And then-
Keanu Reeves.
Technique said Bowers is right about how it started versus how it's going, but that's actually what this episode has been so far. Thank you for sticking with us. Hashtag SDSC.
Yeah.
I would say the same to you guys. Thank you for sticking with us.
Just 2 more, and then let's get to another clip. Curtis Mason, when we had no sound in the very beginning, he said, "Fuck it, we'll do it live." And Alexander Breyer says he's starting the bid on the box for $100.
Ben, you should sell that box at some point.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the 1-year anniversary could be a good time to show people what was in it. I mean, it has been a very long time, but maybe
I'm
not.
just saying, my Patreon, the top level is what's in the box, and I will fly to you and show you what's in the box. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
He's never gonna get anybody on that tier.
Very expensive. Very expensive.
TM just audibly sighed with words. That was great. No one's gonna buy that tier.
Very expensive tier. There's no doubt you're right about that.
That was a
Quarantine Tourette's.
that was a more direct
$500
bless
he
your
won't
heart.
fly to you. I'm sorry, what'd you say, Steve?
I said that was a more direct bless your heart.
For an extra $500, Ben won't fly to your house and give it to you. He'll just Are we caught up, Rachel?
And lastly, we had Rita O'Donnell tip the show and said, "Congrats on 1-year anniversary."
Thanks so much.
Thank you much.
We got 1 clip left. This was predictions, what we thought was going to happen. And there's a couple good ones. In fact, I would let Steve for the end, which is almost eerie. So here we go.
If you guys can maybe wait till after the live stream to do dishes, I do understand that running water will stop pretty soon, but for now, if we could just hope that you'll be able to do dishes later. And by the way, if running water does stop, I don't think dishes are going to be the biggest issue. So.
Money's gonna be a thing. So yesterday, I went to the weed store and converted all my extra cash into weed because I figured that could be currency no matter what happens. Paper money may be worthless, but weed is always going to have a value. So all guys are done.
I don't disagree with you that weed will always have value. That is fair, and I have some stockpiled as well. But this is day 2 of Bowers pushing this theory that money will no longer be a thing. Money will be a thing, dude. Money will be so much more valuable.
Okay, I've seen a lot of Walking Dead. I'm just saying, you know, usually money doesn't matter at some point. It's all blowjobs and water and weed. So that's.
Well, I bought a bunch of like blackberries and strawberries and froze them. Do you think I have any currency in the new world?
I think a strawberry will be worth a blowjob in 50 days,
I typically try to keep a couple $100 of Canadian money in my home in case of apocalypse because Canadian money, A, it's just prettier, but B, it survive. I feel like it would be much better currency in apocalypse because you know you can't counterfeit it because it's got like plastic windows in it and foil holograms. Whereas an American dollar, I can print that in my printer closet over here.
As soon as we can get back on tour, I'm in. I'm playing everywhere because I'm not gonna have a show for the next 2 months. I'm like terrified that I'm gonna forget all my material. I'm gonna have to watch old tapes to remember what I was working on on my like Orlando was my last show a week ago, and I'm not gonna have another show till at least early May. And so I'm gonna have to watch that tape and be like,
holy shit, Steve! Early May, May 12th, Indianapolis, baby. You were right. You were off by a whole year.
I was also right that I was gonna forget all my material. That happened a couple times.
Steve's spreadsheets were not correct that time, unfortunately. So
I love how Ben admitted to counterfeiting in her printer closet. So I'm gonna go, and I'm also going to search out all the Canadian money in this house. I'm sure there's probably still a shit ton of Canadian money in there.
I also love the idea that like Ben paid no heed to the idea that currency would no longer be backed and thus it would be worthless. It was just whether or not it could be faked. Like in an apocalyptic scenario, no one's using government currency. They're using strawberries, Ben.
And weed and blowjobs. That's what I was talking about. That was my entire point. I think I've been proven right.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to tip the show in weed, we would appreciate that.
if the currency ever does become weed, water, and blowjobs, I will be in the right on the 2/3 percentage line of wealth.
Well, people do send weed tips. I'm gonna be excited about the ones from England because they'll be in pounds.
Water and blowjobs playing at the Roxy next Monday, so check them out.
All right. So I know that we've got some questions from the audience. Let's do that next. But first, I actually have something that I did for the hosts and Leedy and Taylor that nobody knows about. So if we could take everybody off of Spotlight, and then I'm going to do this. I want to show everybody what I did.
Oh, shit.
Really? That is so cool.
That's the best shape I've ever been in.
I've ever looked.
I will say, I had to ask her, you see my tits. Well, so the person who I commissioned for this, she made my tits originally so big. And I'm like, could you smaller? And then I had to ask her that 2 more times. Like, hey, listen, E-cup here. Like, you have me like Zara level titties. I'm not Zara level titties. Yeah, I'm gonna send you each a copy, and I'm gonna get it printed on a canvas.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Did you make them do the same thing with my dick, Rachel? Because I don't like that.
Look at that bulge.
Like it was too big. She's like, that's way too big. That's like Steve level dick. We need to go down.
Whereas Steve's dick looks kind of like an innie there.
I look like I'm about to paint Steve's dick, actually.
That's where the term "painted town red" came from.
So yeah,
that is awesome, Rach. Thank you so much. I think I'll put that on a canvas too. I think I'll get that on a canvas myself. Those are very cool.
Yeah,
that is pretty damn awesome. I also have a surprise for real. There's I didn't want to do the show just with me here in Atlanta, so I brought 2 friends who are favorites of the show. You can come in now if you guys want. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show. Lady.
I thought we were too light here at the homestead. I thought we were missing a couple.
Also, just a heads up, that's just how Ben travels. That had nothing to do with the anniversary show.
Yeah, I gotta say, Ben, look at these ladies close up. They are pretty vintage. These are old as shit. I didn't realize how old they were.
They're literally from the 30s, and please be very careful with them, okay? They're not food.
Oh, I will say this, Ben. I was gonna bring a couple of vases in plastic bags I could just drop during the episode, act like I broke shit. That'd be funny. But originally, my idea when I was super high is like, if we had an Ocean 11 budget, I would have created a complete replica of your house and just destroyed it throughout the entire episode. I've been on fire by the end. You've been like, God damn it, quit doing that. That was my original plan, but we didn't have the
Don't
budget.
worry, there is a broken mug right at your feet if you open that drawer.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
By the way, the way you can tell those vintage ladies are not food is that Ben doesn't have them on every episode.
All the vintage ladies.
all right, a couple generals, and let's get to the fans. Elizabeth said, pretend this is a dime bag.
I don't know the difference, so perfect.
Bun said, Taylor, my sound is off because it's coming from my computer, not my headset. Working on it. Thank you for being such a great sport.
Nice.
Bill Thompson, $76.80. It's not weed, but I have some of the 100 of the prettier money. Thanks to all that you have done. Great place where I've met so many great people. Thanks, Bill.
That's awesome. Thanks, Bill.
And then let's see, 2 more. Raz, 1 year later, now Steve became darker than Ben's campaign. You've changed after the Notebook. Love y'all, even you, Taylor. And then Cass, $5 for Taylor. Taylor, for everything he does, for putting up with us, especially Ben. $5 for Rachel for putting up with the men. $5 for Leedy for drawing all of it out and managing to not raise any red flags with the FBI from her Google search history.
That is not confirmed.
All right, should we get to some of the questions and stuff? Tay, you want to run this for us?
So I went through the whole list that was submitted online, and I picked a few that I really liked. All these didn't have anyone claimed it, so if this is your question, please put it in the chat, and we'll shout you out. Let's start off really, really simple. Which is your favorite front row pet and why?
Which is our favorite front row pet?
Yeah, of all the pets we've seen in the front row.
I actually does it count? Can I say Toe, Tim and Micah's cat? Because I think it's the funniest one of the 3.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the funniest of that household. So
Sean Ehrlich has that flat-faced cat that's
popcorn.
I 100%. I'm with Bowers.
By the
That
way,
grumpy
I don't
ass
know anybody
cat.
else's cat feelings or dog feelings, but a flat-faced cat is usually pretty good.
All
So I'll
there
go
is.
with that cat. Okay.
Wilford Brimley.
She does not want to be on camera.
Take it.
He wants his diabetes medicine and a nap.
I'm done doing the Liberty Medical commercials.
Don, maybe if you give him a Werther's original.
That's all right. I'll just remember what he looked like in Cocoon. I don't need to see his face.
And my answer to that for sure is I'm gonna add here Chris LaBalls because you gotta look at that and it makes clear as day that my favorite is Allie West's dog. You know what I mean? It's a cute dog. It's always there, reliable.
Also, I mean, Cass's cat is named after me, so I have to give.
What's the fucking cat's name? What's the cat's name?
Big Dick Steve. It's Big Dick Steve. We know his name.
What's his name? Stevie.
Oh yeah, I can pronounce that.
Ben's like, and now Cass with her cat Stevia. You're like, damn it.
Devier the cat.
All right.
Your face.
Here's another one. I've altered this a little bit. Can you describe, this says your life, but can you describe your quarantine this past year in 6 words?
6 words seems kind of arbitrary to me, but we can.
I got mine.
Go for it.
I moved to Pittsburgh. It's cold.
Best year of my life. Sorry.
Wait, are you apologizing to the other years of your life?
No, I'm apologizing to the people who had a shitty year. but
I
this was
know.
my one. There was a comma. Sorry.
Yeah.
World's so weird. Jew buys church.
You know what a Jewish guy wrote? White Christmas. All right, it happened.
How about I'm not a comic, god damn it.
Excellent. All right. If you were reincarnated in one of the other hosts, who would it be and why? You can't be yourself.
I would definitely be Bowers. I mean, we have the same outlook on a lot of stuff and positive, and I would, and I love to eat. Yeah, Bowers is my spirit animal. He's me.
I would easily be Rachel because it would just be nice to know what it's like to get laid that much.
Oh, we didn't hear that, Steve. Say it again.
I said same.
Here.
See, I don't know if I want to have a big dick and be alone, or if I want to have a regular dick and not fuck anybody.
God.
Ben lives in LA with a pool. Steve has a Pittsburgh church. I'm going Rachel too. Fuck it. Let's have boobs for a while. See how that goes. People like them. They don't make
They're great.
Cool.
Excellent. All right, 2 more. What has surprised you most about SDSC?
How successful it's been?
Yeah, I would say the fans. I mean, the level of support that we've gotten. Like every time I tell people about this show and how it works, and a Leedy Doodle went for this, or we sold Steve's vest for this, or people are like, who are these people? I'm like, I don't know, but they're awesome. So I mean, that's the thing that's been the most incredible thing is just you guys and the support we've gotten consistently. Like it's one of those things where like, sure, the first couple weeks maybe people will donate money or whatever, but like the fact that it's been a whole year and you guys are still with us is pretty impressive. So and also too, I like that how it's grown. Like I was afraid we're gonna start with a group of people that started with us and it was kind of inside jokey, but like Anna's been here 5 months. Some of you guys have been here a couple months. I love that we've got new people joining all the time. So that's the thing that surprised me is how the community has grown even in the last couple months, which I thought eventually we would slow down.
For me, it's actually how many great comics I had never heard of. There have been a number of people on the show who not only had I never seen their sets before, but now I count among my friends as well. Bowers has done a great job with that, with Mary Santora, Kelly Collette, Adam Mamawala. Like these are people that weren't really on my radar before, and now they're fantastic.
I mean, they were probably fantastic before.
Yeah, but now I know they're Ben?
What's the question again? I'm trying to do something digitally here for a surprise.
What has surprised you the most about SDSC?
Just how it became a thing. I mean, we started it just as something to kind of pass the time and bring some entertainment to people and find an avenue for us to not sink, and just that it became such a great flow. And then I think the chemistry between the four of us is really unique and something really awesome. And we didn't go through a casting process like Hollywood normally does. We just kind of put it together, and it happened really organically. And so that's been awesome. And also very surprised how the fuck you got in my house today. I'd love to know.
What's crazy, Ben, is we came over last night. Me and Rachel actually slept in the bathroom and waited until you left, and then we snuck in your house.
Carmel's
also, how you can rob a
mine
Target.
Carmel's yours. That's fine. Whatever it takes to make her happy, I'm very happy.
I changed the locks.
Also, by the way, I think we talked about this on one of the Patreon hangs, but I don't think on the show we've ever told the entire origin story, exactly how this all started. Because I've had a couple people email me with questions about it, and it seems to be there's some confusion. And so the way it all started was
me and Rachel called Steve and said we think we should start. We're thinking about Ben Glebe for the other lead. What do you think?
So Bowers reached out to me and was like, I want to do a variety show. And he wanted to do a variety show that was 24/7, by the way.
Yeah, I thought we were going to go 24/7 for 3 months. That was my original plan.
Yeah, that we would be hosting a show every moment of every day. And if that was the case, we would forgive Ben for eating on the air, for sure.
And by the way, I wasn't that far off because the Zoom was 24/7 for probably 3 or 4 months. We had the audience. If we wanted to keep broadcasting, they kept listening.
Yeah, we just wanted to sleep. So he reached out to me with that, and coincidentally, just before that, I had done some live streams on YouTube with Daniel Muggleton and Brett Druck that, I could kind of see that there could be a show that was tip funded, because we would make, $100 here, $200 there, etc. So we started talking about that. And then literally the next day, Ben calls me and was like, hey, I want to do an online comedy club. And I was like, that'll never work. No. So he was like, I want to do an online comedy club. And I was like, well, Bowers and I were talking about this kind of variety show thing. I wonder if there's a way to combine these ideas. And so that's why, you know, the first kind of preview episode was just us testing the tech, with just me and Bowers hanging out at my place. And then the tech. And then the first episode, as you can see, the tech was super smooth, real smooth. Everything was perfect. Don't tell me otherwise. And you know what? Just turn your damn sound up, all right? And so, so then that's how the show started. Rachel wasn't there the first day. So Rachel was hired to read the chats because I was unable to do the tech and read the chats and host at the same time. So I reached out to Rachel to do that. And then meanwhile, we just put an ad out on Facebook saying that we needed a producer who understood the tech behind OBS and all the broadcasting stuff. And the first person that I reached out to was not Taylor, and didn't get back to me. And then I reached out to Taylor, and Taylor got back to us. And we were very lucky about that because, like Bowers said, we weren't casting at all. Like, this is something where it all just kind of came together. And then Rachel's involvement ended up being so strong that she ended up, you know, that Bowers came up with the idea of asking her to, you know, become one of the regular actual hosts instead of just being the producer. And that's how it all happened.
That is true. And as another surprise, we have that first person that Steve reached out to tech the show, ready to go. Please welcome.
Oh, and look, he didn't get back to us again.
Hola, it is I, amigos.
Ironically, it's Frank Nicotero from the actual Street Stars was the first he hired.
No, but it really is crazy. Like, I think we got lucky in a number of areas here. I mean, you know, Ben and I haven't, but
I'm just happy the pandemic hit when it did, because I mean, I don't know if I could have made another month working at Dave & Buster's, having a job and being a real person. This sitting around for a year has been awesome. So
didn't you just start that Dave & Buster's job? Hadn't you just started it?
3 weeks. Yeah, I worked at Dave & Buster's for 3 weeks and then
wow.
shut down because God doesn't want me to have a job. So sorry, guys.
Speaking of that, by the way, of that, right before the pandemic happened, so Bowers and I were talking to the Dave & Buster's about doing a comedy club at that location because they had this amazing empty room and they were going to fund the whole thing, and it was this great opportunity. We went through so much work to put in to like prepare like a 3D model of what it would look like and all this stuff. And like 2 weeks before the pandemic, they finally got back to us and they were like, hey, you know, we're not going to go forward with this. And we were so upset. And thank God we don't own a physical fucking comedy club.
And that's why I worked. It's actually why I worked at Dave & Buster's, because they said we couldn't do the club because the kitchen's so fucked up and the servers all suck. So I got a job there to see if I could straighten it out and get our comedy club put in there. And I knew we were fucked the first day when the manager training me, while she was taking the group of trainees through the kitchen, kicked a piece of trash under the cooker. I'm like, oh, we're fucked. That was the training.
Wow. Damn. Yeah. And on that first call too, when I called Steve and I said I want to do a comedy club online, we were talking about how it worked, and I said I think that if you invite the audience in on video and audio conferencing platform and let them be seen and heard, it could create the vibe of a live show. And that is not only obviously what led to Nowhere, but that's what led to you guys being on camera and being such a big part of the show, was us experimenting with that whole vibe of letting the audience be part of the show.
Yeah, because originally, if you saw that clip from the first one, the YouTube chat was part of what was on screen. And that was the involvement of that.
There was also, if you watch the first episode, and I don't suggest it, but if you do, there's a point, we had one audience member, there's one dude in the audience, and you go, hey, Igor, do you have a question? And he literally went, nope. And then we just moved on. It was awesome.
I'm sorry, you keep going.
No, go ahead.
Well, it's just I got a good question from someone in the chat, so you finish your thought.
Just really quickly, it's a lot like, it's a little bit off topic, but a lot like on my G Thing show on Saturday, I did a pre-show VIP as a special favor for my brother's temple for their VIPs, because I gave them comp tickets for their like Purim auction or whatever. And we advertised a pre-show special VIP meet and greet. And me and Bruce are there in the meet and greet with these Jews from my brother's temple, and everybody's just staring at us. And we're like, so any questions at all or comments? And this one woman finally raised her hand. She's like, a friend of mine can't get in. Can you let her in? We let her in, and I was like, anything else? And there was nothing. Like somebody pulled one question out of their ass, and at the end I said to my brother, "What happened there?" And he said, "I think they thought meet and greet like you were going to introduce all of them, and they could all talk, and we could talk to each other." And I was like, "Okay, fair enough."
They just wanted to be to
Real quick,
Zoom with
guys,
each
is
other.
that a dick? That almost looks like it's a dick, right? From afar?
Oh, of course it is. It's Jess.
That would
Right?
not be the
That's-
first time Steve was on top of your face.
Wait, what looks like a dick?
Hey, is
Look at this.
quorum when you have enough Jews in a room to vote on something?
Hey, that question
Let's get to
I've
some
talked about.
generals.
Oh yeah, generals first.
Generals, and then let's do
That's
let's do a
hilarious.
Leedy auction.
Yeah, my question has to do with ladies, so you go do your generals.
Okay. So I'll do generals first. So Jeremy Day said, I just wanted to say that this year has been the most incredible year of my life. I've made so many amazing friends through this and I love you all. But of course, the most amazing thing has been finding the love of my life, Dina. Thank you for all helping us thank you for all for helping bring us together.
That was another thing, by the way. We never.
Ben, no, bad, Ben.
We never would have. Also, the reason the pronunciation thing happened is also the reason why the game happened, because we were doing a game, and the game was like, at first, the game wasn't anything really fun. It was like, tell us a dumb thing you did once, and then people would just write paragraphs that we wouldn't understand. And
Just
then,
imagine Rachel trying to say all that too.
and then Rachel
It was like the
accidentally
6-word
said,
game with no limit. It was really terrible.
yeah. And then Rachel said, Stone Cold or Cold Stone Steve Austin.
Yeah, I remember
And so
that.
then we ice creamed a wrestler. Damn it, Ben, now you're at my place. So then we ice creamed a wrestler. And then the next day, I think, was the Hermione instead of Hermione.
Yeah.
And
He's going.
so that just became a thing.
And that was the last time Steve
embarrassing.
heard her moan.
He said Hermione in front of the guy from fucking
Chris
from the
Rankin.
movie.
Yeah, in front of
Chris
Percy
Rankin.
Weasley.
He said Hermione in
Right,
front
yeah.
of a Weasley.
Isn't it also weird that we realized that like we didn't need celebrity guests to make the show good? Like that was a thing that like at first we were like, yeah, and we'll have a guest all the time, and like some of the celebrity guests have been great, but at the same time we realized after a while that like it could just be more fun with us and comics.
And it made my life so much easier. So that was a great development.
Food.
We
I was
also,
looking
Savannah
up.
Martin, 2574. The pasta was delicious. Steve's weak. Corin Black, $50. Keep up the good work. And then it's a emoji. Yeah,
Nice.
the thumbs up. Chrissy Jordan, thank you so much for helping keep my sanity this past year. Here's a little something for the host, Lady and Taylor. Thank you, Chrissy. Ray Benjamin, put in a little bit for everybody. Thank you. Denise Cook, this past year has been a crazy ride, and I'm glad I'm here to witness it. I made a bunch of new friends that I was introduced to many comics I've never heard of before. SDSC Rock.
Very cool.
Renee Hutchison, congratulations, quarantine, on a whole year of the best kind of madness. Some of the folks I've met through this stupid show are now my favorite people in the world, and I'm so grateful for you are.
By the way, I think
Stupid
calling
show.
it This Stupid Show might have been a game entry.
Tam Brown, John Dugan reminded us the other day that Long John asked in the chat to be on the show. Major kudos for y'all giving him the chance. Right.
Also, just wanted to make clear it's Duggan, and I only say that because it's one of the few things I pronounce properly.
Let's see, Patrick Yoakley, for everyone, thanks to you all. You've shown me how to laugh again for a year of hell, the one prior to the pandemic. I now have at least 10 people I love watching every week, and thanks to the crowd, I've made several friends. Cheers and drinks on me. And it's green beer. That'll be tomorrow.
Ooh, tomorrow already.
Thank you, Patrick.
Lucy
It's
H.
Patrick's Day tomorrow. That's nice.
Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. We've got the Sklar brothers. That's a fun surprise for tomorrow's show.
And Ben will be on Origin Stories tomorrow.
Yes, I will. It'll be before my first day of shooting.
And in honor of St. Patrick's Day, I got a green screen.
Be real drunk the whole day, so that's what I'm doing.
Steve will do anything to get a little bit of that hot pinching action. The opposite. You don't get pinched if you wear green. But when you use a green screen, it masks the green. It still applies.
I thought you were
Nailed
implying
it.
that when
You totally nailed it.
I thought you were implying when Ben or when Steve puts up his green screen, he pinches his fingers on the clips. That's what I thought you were doing.
I love that Bowers.
Pinching action.
Bowers was like, I'm gonna try to understand this joke. I'm trying to get it.
5 more, everybody. So Lucy H said, I changed my name on YouTube recently, but my first ever tip was proposing to Ben. Thanks to all the people I've met and for the 4 of y'all for making it happen.
Who was that?
Lucy H.
Lucy H. Thank you so much. Lucy, just curious, how often, like in an ideal relationship, would you like to have sex?
Do you like to fuck more than once a month? If you do, call Ben Glee. That's Ben Glee at 1-800-GOT-GLEE. 1-800-GOT-GLEE if you'd like to fuck more than once a month. Call me.
It's once a quarter, Bowers. Once a quarter.
I'm totally kidding. The amount of sex I get is perfect. It's a special episode. Everybody's gonna watch this episode. I love it. Very happy.
every time Ben has sex, he knows it's time to file for an extension on his taxes.
Annie Christ said, I'm pretty new here, but everyone's made me feel like I've been here forever. Every show is even better than the last, and I look forward to all the episodes to come.
Antichrist, you have been here forever.
right at the end, they get there, and then they they don't come to the very end. If you read them.
Well, it's a lot like the story of my life.
You can't come in the middle, Ben. That's right.
Spencer Muller, $5 for Rachel for producing, monitoring, and the laughs. $5 for SDSC. Thanks for the comedy. Lee, best year of my life was at nowhere. Thank you guys for giving me the most insane opportunities. I feel so damn lucky.
Very cool.
And then Chris Jacobs, all these interesting facts about the origin of the show. What I want to know is who put the bomb in the bomb to bomb bomb?
It was actually Ben, but it was only once this year.
Let's do a Levy auction.
Question you liked?
Oh yeah. So before we get to Leedy auction, the great Ann Herman sent me a question in the chat, which was great. And what's the story about Leedy getting involved?
Ann Herman is Bauer's mother, of course.
That's my mom.
Huh? Your mom? That makes more sense.
So
Leedy, she was Leedy's mom, so that's how it works.
So Leedy got involved. Leedy got involved through Ask Us Everything, which I think at the time was still Ask Us Anything because it was like I think it might have even been the first episode we did. And she was drawing throughout, and people were commenting on the chat. They noticed that she was drawing, and so we asked her to show her work, and it was great. And so then on the next episode, we, planned to kind of go back to her, and then she became part of that show and became, one of the cast members of AUE. And then there were people. Leedy, who was it that encouraged you to come to SDSC?
Oh, it was the No Pants group. It was Tam, and it was a lot of those folks who were like, come check this thing out. And Savvy, too. She told me about. I froze. Yeah, sorry, I just froze. I'm saying
Wait,
Savvy.
Leedy, have you eaten any pasta today?
Oh, I thought you put a Craigslist out. The water illustrate jokes in 3 minutes. That she was the only person that responded.
No, Savvy told me about the Notebook, and she sent me first episode I ever watched was Savvy in her Notebook.
Nice.
And then I was like, that's pretty cool. I want to check that out.
Yeah, for people who don't know, Savannah used to make comics shit their pants for the first couple of Everybody thought they were going to get canceled all the time, and then this girl would come on and she'd open a book and go, in 2009, you tweeted. They're like, oh, fuck, what did I tweet in 2009? It's always about their breakfast or something. It was a funny joke, but it really scared the shit out of comics for a couple of years.
Yeah, she used to make comics shit their pants, and not by giving them poison pasta, but by scaring.
I also love how a big part of what we are proud of having matured as a show is in this last year how much better our tech has gotten, and everything's going wrong technically during this show, I think.
And Ben, still better.
Better, that is true.
Yeah, and by the way, we're a year in, and every other show on the internet still hasn't figured out how to have an audience. It's weird. It's real weird.
Fucking strange, man. I think it's because they realize they can't get an audience as good as this audience.
Yeah.
Aww. We could be bought.
I mean, honestly, guys, that's the thing too. For the first month, like the audience was just my friends I called and begged to watch and laugh.
No, we had that Igor guy.
Yeah, there were a couple people. I'm saying like also it was Tony and my friends Katie and Angie and all my people from Dave or from Morty's that weren't working, so I made them all watch.
And it was Carmel, who I could physically see hearing that.
So, all right, let's get to it. Let's get to a Lady Doodle auction.
Cool. So I made this one special for the 1-year anniversary. Do you remember the first thing I ever did of you guys? Because it was very much like this, but cartoon.
Nice.
That is awesome.
Love it.
Oh.
Looks good. So especially commissioned. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, let's see full screen.
Specifically commissioned for the show.
That is.
Oh, that's right. A fan has that, right?
Wow.
Yeah, someone has it.
Yeah.
He might be Renee. Oh, that's
that
so good.
is, yeah, that is fantastic. And thanks again for making me the D.
There was
pity. It was pure pity.
The dick. This is an emotional one.
And thanks for putting me on top of that C word right there.
The only way he's going to be on top of C.
Steve didn't even want the D, but you made him take it, and I appreciate that.
The
All right,
so stand for sex. All right, let's go.
Of course it does. Yeah, so the original was bought by Renee Hutchison. I remember that, and she confirmed. So add, let's say $10 for shipping. So right now, first we had Alexander Breyer on YouTube, $75, but then Ehrlich came in at $150, and the Antichrist is at $200. So the high right now is $200.
Nicely done.
Can we see it one more time?
By the way, I gotta say, it pays. It seems like it pays well to be the Antichrist. That's a pretty good job.
Well,
I have a government job. That's all I can say.
Oh my God!
Being part of the government, that makes sense.
Turns out she's like Secretary of State.
Also, Technics just pointed out in that drawing that Steve is, of course, appropriately holding the D.
Of course, and in a second, Zara's gonna take it, chop it up, and make Ben kiss it.
Longer than a
Antichrist. Ehrlich went 225. Antichrist went 250. We're at 250. And we want to go 260. I mean, 260.
There we go. Now you can actually see it.
That is awesome.
250 going once. 250 going twice. Let's give 10 seconds to the YouTube chat to catch up.
Yeah, well, let's wait because LJ's betting in the YouTube, but so let's give it a little bit.
Okay. Excellent. By the way, I do have the painting of the "Fuck You and Your Love," and I decided to display it prominently. It is like at the base of my stairs. It's
That's amazing. I'm so excited for that.
I thought you would have put it above your bed.
just so I could see it.
Sheets, get it put on sheets, so when you pull back the bedspread, it says "Fuck you."
Happy Valentine's Day. Fuck you and your love.
All right, we got anything on YouTube?
No, it doesn't look like it. So let's do the countdown.
Let's sell it to Antichrist.
Sold. Do the Antichrist, my favorite.
Hell yes.
And
finally.
I have a surprise for you guys.
Wait, the Antichrist now owns all of us.
That was my plan all along.
It's a surprise.
I do have a surprise. 'Tis a song. But let me start it over, because that wasn't meant to start just yet. There we go. Here we go, with the help of Kristen Key. 1 year ago, we met 4 weird hosts who talk and sometimes tell some jokes. Bowers with his jackets, and Ben who never gets laid. Steve's always selling, and Rachel can't pronounce anything. SDSC, you'll never know what you'll see. Bowers drinking beer in cans, and Ben Glebe clapping tiny hands. Steve is the king, and Rachel is the queen. Taylor mutes, and there's cartoons drawn by this chick. Remember, Judy, she's a blow-up doll. Steve's always selling God knows what. And look out for Rachel, because she might flip you off. Taylor is the voice of God who might accidentally mute you. And Ben was late to sound check again, but that's okay, because now he's eating food. You'll never know what you'll see. Comedy bits about potato tits and how not to use a she, we. There's games, comedy, some celebrities, and tips, please. And rumors that Steve Hofstetter might just be dragging around a really fucking massive SDSC, you'll never know what you'll see. Hours drinking beer in cans, and Ben Glebe clapping tiny hands. Steve is the king, and Rachel is the queen. Taylor mutes, and that's all on SDSC.
Can I just say that was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. Rachel and I are king and queen of separate kingdoms. Let me be clear.
No.
But also, Leedy, that was fantastic. I mean, mentioning I sell everything 2 separate times is a little extreme. But also, you can download that song right now on Apple Music if you want to download.
That was so good, Leedy. I wish I brought my tiny hands to Atlanta to clap with. That was so good.
I thought this was good
get
enough. Yeah.
Wait.
I was about to make a joke that Ben couldn't bring his tiny hands because he could only check 3 bags.
Of course you did, you legend.
Yeah, nicely done.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
That was fantastic.
Where are we at? What we got? Is it time
Well,
for
I've got some generals.
Okay.
All right.
Anna Hood tipped Tay Lord. Rachel puts up with a 3-ring circus, but you, Lord Taylor, put up with a 15-ring circus. I love you. And then we had Cass tipped Leedy $15 for her song. It was fucking great. Mary L tipped the show and said, happy first anniversary. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank for all the moments, funny ones and endearing ones. Peter Amsel, thanks for making this crazy time more bearable for all of us. It would have been far more difficult year without the laughs of SDSC, especially Rachel and Leedy. Just kidding, you're all awesome. Technic said, sit in it, LaBelle, just because, and see how Pachow Bowers. LaBelle said, I love you all, and I just want to take a moment to spotlight Taylor. You have not only been an amazing tech, but have also made some of the jokes that made me laugh the hardest. I love you, buddy.
Thanks, LaBelle. Now I feel bad for spotlighting you just now.
We had, let's see, Kirk H, thanks for all the laughs and Leedy's great SDSC song. Technics, Tam noted Kristen Key's Leedy filter was so real.
By the way, Chris LaBelle is, just so you guys know, not dressed up for this show. He and his fan are going to Eyes Wide Shut party.
Well, he's taking his fan to a wedding this weekend.
Emily Reynolds tipped Leedy and said for a hilarious song and amazing voice.
Nice.
And then Spencer Mueller, $5 for Leedy, Epic $5 for the ticket, and I don't have to buy because this is streaming. But I feel as artists, you all deserve it. As always, I wish I could do more.
Thank you.
Tam tipped the show. Too many things to list that would make me thankful for the show and community. It has changed me in so many good ways. I found an ability for pranks that I didn't know I possessed. Thank you. Seems insufficient, but it's all I've got. Thank you, thank you, thank you. BT. And Tam tipped Levy, amazing job. Shout out to Kristen Key for writing that song on rather short notice and knocked it out of the park. And we're caught up.
All right. Do we want to play the game or do we want to do something else? I'm not in any real hurry.
Do we have anything?
Let's play the game. Let's do it.
Play the game.
Hey, Ben, how do you not fall over in this chair? This chair is terrible. I keep
That was my grandfather's
literally
chair.
scared
It's
of to
lovely.
death 3 separate times.
No, you get to hang loose and hang back. I mean, I think it's
I don't know. I keep falling out. I think I'm going to fall down.
I mean, it was his grandfather's chair, and back then people were much smaller. They were little.
That's what I'm saying. That's what my fat ass is going to fall over and kill a bunch of vintage ladies, and then this is going to
Suddenly, there's hot dog machine flies everywhere. It's gonna be madness.
I will say there were some PayPal generals that came in that I'm going through now that didn't update. But like Bert Dizon said, General, thank you all. You've built a great community. At Frankie Berman's trivia night last night, we explained to non-SDSC people about this, and we all spoke passionately about this group. So thank you, and I love you all.
That's awesome.
And then Meg Begley, General, she tipped the show $200. Rachel, feel free to use the quiet sign liberally. You all have such a wonderful impact on my life this last year. Thank you for all the happy tears.
Yep. Thank you.
I'm gonna use the shit out of that sign. Can I just say that? This one too, just wait for what I put on there. Renee Preslow.
Talk, is that what you're saying? Are you calling your shot?
Yeah. I'm gonna put up signs like this on it. Renee Preslow said, it's hard to believe it's been a year. I've looked forward to your show since the early days. Thank you so much for bringing light and laughter to one rough ass year.
By the way, our next milestone show is coming up shortly. It's going to be Rachel's birthday.
We're gonna do my birthday episode. My twin brother's gonna be on. I'm a little scared about it, but you know, figure it out. And then let me see, did I get to this one? I did not. So last general, Heather O'Connor. I can't believe what a difference this last year has made. When I went into quarantine, I was alone in a very dark place. Thanks to finding SDSC, I began to feel better. I found a place to escape, to not feel alone, to laugh and just forget the insanity of the world for 90 minutes, several nights a week. You kept me going, and I can never express how grateful I am for all of you.
That's amazing. And I think really what it is this year, you know, there were just so many people who before the show didn't know how to use a USB microphone. And I think that's really been the difference. Oh, you thought I was going to be authentic? No.
I did. Cool too. I did not have any unpaid generals or game entries because it was with all the other stuff coming in. So let's just start with our front row, Frank Berman.
Yeah, so I got a couple. It's a show about a man avoiding his job as a busboy at Dave and Buster's. And I got a couple others. It's about a man and his tiny globes. And then this one I had liberty of making up. It's a show about 4 people fucking up things, all made up in the mind of an autistic child.
Oh my god!
Saying elsewhere.
It just at the end of the show, it just pans out, and it's just.
Hence the globes.
Pam, you're on deck, or you're up, not on deck.
The first one. Here's the story of a lovely queen, interrupted by 3 very chatty guys. He was trying to read the generals, but couldn't get a word in edgewise. And I got my support vintage lady. And my second one is a show that has fucked a variety of things from animals, human and non-human, to inanimate objects with varying sizes of male genitalia that get mentioned a lot.
Elizabeth, unpronounceable last name.
Hi guys. So I've got a few of them here. First, redhead with weird hands regularly freaks out fellow comedians. After a long day of Zoom calls, I pay to join more Zoom calls. And then I've written a couple haikus for you. Social distancing. Neighbor asks why I'm yelling. Comedian's good. And my personal favorite, humorous banter. Community of new friends. Hot dogs and nipples.
Hot dogs and nipples playing at the Roxy on Monday, by the way.
So I have two. First, two stand-ups give 5-minute sets surrounded by a couple of hours of inside jokes that no one else understands. And second, one of the hosts introduced the paying audience and then the show ends.
So I have this shows the reason why my grandma rolls in her grave at least twice a week. And SDSC is a show. SDSC is the reason why an 18-year-old choir girl has drawn a pic of Bruce Willis hanging from a nipple, a picture of a guy saying "Goof on me, Daddy,"
Oh, wow.
and pubes in a jar.
The balls.
I heard, to be fair, I didn't hear you calling out that you were hard by the
All right, I just come for the horse fucking jokes. Leave fucking walls or wall fans and hot tubs. And then I have. It's a really great show. Do not play the game. They'll let you win once. They'll fucking hook you, and then they'll.
What's happening? Oh!
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Thank you, Jackie.
Oh my God.
Wait. Thank you very much, Jackie. You're the best.
So that's what Ben was doing before. He was texting his assistant to go get the box.
To quote Taylor, you've had an assistant this whole time?
Yeah, she manages everything but his schedule.
Right?
Oh, that was so good.
That was great. That was great.
Texas Bowers, I'm gonna take that fucking box.
Both Rachel and Bowers looked very confused, especially Bowers. She's like, what is that? Oh, shit.
We're like, oh, I see what he's doing. All right. I wouldn't have looked at it, Ben. I wouldn't have looked at it. I promise. You know.
I trust you. I'm not sure I trust Rachel on that.
She did try to kill you.
That's fair.
Yep.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll just take your dog instead. All right, let's
Go back in and get Henry. Oh my God, Bowers is gonna eat my dog. Don't go in the steamer, Henry. Do not go in the steamer.
Is that what you call my butthole? Anyway.
Right, Terry, you're on.
Henry.
It's your daddy. No, you're mine now. All right, let's get to Terry. Go ahead.
Look at that tail. Okay, here I am. Let's see. First one is where every Friday someone pays hundreds of dollars for a cartoon or used clothing. It should have been called nuts.com, but that name was already taken. And where we have, Leedy already kind of stole this from me, but where we have broad discussions about topics such as potato tits and shiwis.
Love it.
Hayden.
All right, I have 3. I have It's Like Idiot Test, but with way more idiots. It's like Fox News, but with way fewer idiots. Finally, I have It's the Only Zoom show where someone showed their wiener on camera and the show got better.
Marissa.
I've got 2. Okay, the first one is the only show that isn't live streamed on Instagram. And the hosts are always late for sound check. I mean, you guys need to be on time, you know. Really do.
Jared.
Why Ben is not an idiot. This one might get me a finger from Rachel, but 3 comedians make fun of a person who mispronounces a famous wrestler's name.
My God.
It's March 16th.
Oh my God.
That's awesome, dude.
It's Steve
Love it.
Austin Day.
That's great.
That is amazing. Sarah Green.
I just have 2. They're not very good, and I apologize. The reason Rachel seeks therapy.
Nice.
And a one-man eating contest.
And I will eat that man by the end of this show, I promise.
No man's getting it. You know what? Let's move on.
Veronica.
So, it's the reason I'm jet lagged without traveling. So there's 4 people who invite 2 people and have around 30 people invited to provide laughs. And then, you know, there's a couple of hundred watching. It's funny. And because everybody says Germans don't have humor, you wouldn't understand. It has to do with humor.
Phil.
Let's see. Place where you can hear her moan and it's fun for the whole family.
I'm not sure that's true, Bill, but okay.
Yeah, for the record, do not have kids watch this show.
Just that one part. And an hour of jokes from professional comics followed by the funny part.
Wow, Bill only
shot,
thinks
Bill.
the funny part is me closing the show. That's crazy.
The Ralph.
That's it.
Nice.
I have where you end up after watching 100 heckler-owned videos. And then comedians and computers getting chatty. And I think it stands for sometimes dicks, sometimes comedy.
Oh my God.
So true.
Also, how Carmel described your relationship
Uncle.
Mine was similar to Elizabeth's. If you haven't had enough video conferences today, here's one more.
Frankie Angles.
All right. You know, it's like laughing on Zoom, but with clothes on. The Queen demands. Or my other one is, you know, there's a queen, a dick, a lush, and some kind of idiot game show host.
Frank, why would you put sunglasses on as your screen get fuzzy? That's so weird.
I got a concussion, man. I got the bright lights.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, of course. Emily.
I have two. Everyone is hungry for various things, and mispronunciation is encouraged. It's not safe for work, not safe for children, and certainly not safe for your horse.
Run, Henry Horse, run.
Peter.
I have two. It's a show about tongue twisters and doodles,
Nice.
and it's a training ground for FBI cybersecurity task force. That's for Leedy.
Technics.
All right, we got 3 comics, 1 queen, an artist, and God. Vintage ladies, globes, and poison pasta. It's Leedy Doodle time.
Wasn't creepy at all, Technics. That was great.
Do you have roommates sleeping right now? Why are you so quiet?
Like that sounds like what a killer would say right before he snaps your neck. Time, and then he snaps your neck and you're dead. And then she draws the crime scene.
We need to try Toronto weed.
Fun with the new mic.
I don't know what the fuck has happened there, by the way, but I think it's edible time for me.
I hope you get an edible, not a jelly bean, Ben.
Ben.
Yeah.
Ben, not in the studio.
So can you guys hear me okay? I had to go back to the old one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a special guest for Ben.
Oh, that guy.
It's First Mate Stephen Tabor.
He's in the room.
I'm not as good as Ben at this.
Steven
I just
Tabor
have.
First Mate. Oh my God.
I know. Arr!
I'm not
He has
trying to.
both legs.
I might need to be reunited with Steven at some point. I'm just saying. And I'm not mailing Steven back.
Oh, really? Well, he's a sailor. He can go around Cape Horn.
By the way, if you packed Stephen Tabor to Atlanta, what in the fuck?
I will tell you this. I thought about it, but then I thought it's not fair to take a sea guy and make him travel by air, so I passed on it.
Well, I do have just one, because that's about what I can do. It's 6 words. 6. The lunatics take over. Oh shit!
That was 6 words.
6 words. You nailed it.
Get this right. Lunatics have taken over the asylum. That's it.
And taking over the oh shit, I think is funnier.
The lunatics cannot speak English. Leave me alone.
Stephanie.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Am I on? Okay, cool. They get shorter as you go. There's 3 of them. SDSC is a live streaming comedy show created at the start of the lockdowns, where the hosts auction props, clothes, and sometimes a little bit of their dignity to keep other comedians housed and fed. Fun fact, did you know that God has the devil on an allowance? Apparently, Antichrist got grounded after spending $700 on a vest. Universal Ben payment for services rendered, because we all know that for every freckle on a redhead, that is a soul they have consumed. The other one was presidential candidate creates a hit streaming show with their campaign manager and friends, creating more paying jobs across the country than any other opponent, but still loses the election. Anyway, and gets hired by Disney. And then the last one is my silly one. 2 Ravenclaws, a Hufflepuff, and a Gryffindor convince Muggles to pay for opportunities to share puns via Zoom and YouTube Super Chat.
Pretty good description.
I'm definitely a Ravenclaw.
Lindsay.
Okay. I have three. One second, because I didn't do this before.
Oh.
Uh-oh. She doing magic?
Oh, thank God it's a cake.
Pie from Pie Day, but who's counting? Okay. So, the queen and her loyal subjects listen to dick jokes for 90 minutes. A future star doodles stuff and puts up with a bunch of clowns.
Nice.
And 2 Jews, a Catholic, and a queen walk into a non-existent bar.
Excellent. Good.
Ray.
Well, as usual, I'm going to set the low bar. So, SDSC, dick jokes and doodles and puns. Oh my! That's all I got.
All right.
Jeremy.
Hey there. Well, SDSC, this one works because I'm in Europe. SDSC is just that stuff they do on cam after midnight and people laugh. SDSC, inside jokes about abstinence in drawing. And SDSC, isn't that the one where the lesbian sings and then they eat hot dogs and the squatting guy says thank you to a hot nurse with her bra on her head? Yeah, that one.
Antichrist.
Okay, they're not good, but I had to do them. Oh yeah, that great show, the one where I got the almost $700 vest. And SDSC, the reason my rent's always late.
Anyway, I just want to say that is a $1,200 vest. You got to steal.
Oh, Steve is saying to pay rent, you gotta steal. You're gonna have to.
Look, I'm just trying to make it work in the economy, okay?
We love it. We love it.
Bert.
Okay, I've got one. So someone named Tam keeps a list of like genitalia that's spoken about over and over again. Girl named Leedy draws about it, and then there's like hosts and comics and stuff. That's it.
Cassie.
So I just have one, and it's not that great, but hear me out. So a grocery list walks into a virtual nightclub.
Thanks, Adler.
All right, so I've got 3. The first one is kind of long, and it's 3 comics complain about sex. The first one complains they're not getting any. The second one complains that it's always at a right angle. And the third one complains that he's not having, or is trying to prove to everybody that he's not having sex with his ex. The second one is a bunch of comedians and fans get a artist on the NSA watch list. And the last one is a worldwide online love fest.
Nice. Cass.
I have just one. A bunch of weirdos tell inappropriate and disturbing jokes, make an 18-year-old draw them, and another guy tries to make Zoom work.
We don't make anybody do anything. They draw on their own. Voluntarily drawing. I gotta make sure that there's.
Is there anyone that didn't figure out the raise hand option? Wave at me physically, and I'll call on you. See anybody? Okay, y'all figured it out. Good stuff. So we also had, let's see, Frankie Berman. The reason why Taylor takes Xanax.
Can't afford Xanax.
He takes Wall-X. It's Walmart Xanax. Walnax.
Alexander Breyer. A woman waiting for 3 men to shut up so she can read something and then get made fun of for how she reads it.
When you put it like that, honestly. Sounds like so much more fun than it is.
That one struck a chord. Brandy Longmire. The fans include a mobster named Angles, Antichrist, and a literal fan.
Not in the
Gus
mob.
Walsh. Some short, fat, hairy guy shows up at this guy's apartment, gets him super baked, and feeds him things that sometimes provides laughs. Jonathan S. It's simple. The hot dog thinks the tortilla and the egg used to be part of the same breakfast burrito. What part of that's confusing? Wendy Peterson. A bunch of internet friends pay good money to hold down a group chat while various comedians attempt to distract them, plus Lady Doodles. Curtis Mason. I pay famous internet friends to read my dad jokes.
Oh, that's good.
Curtis. 3 comedians make fun of each other for 2 hours while telling stories and laughing at puns. They only let Rachel talk when we tell her what to say for money. You're the best. Sala. Virtual version of Friends. You have a cool guy, an awkward dude with commitment issues from a girl way out of his league, and we're all waiting to see when the nerd and the pretty chick get together.
I just wanted to say, based on a couple of the last few comments, nothing about this show is at all like The Handmaid's Tale, okay?
Let's see. Abby had she had to leave early, so out of work shut-in, solicit money from anyone who will listen.
You just described every show on the web.
Oh, we're the shut-ins. Okay, I get it.
She had a year-long discussion of food, politics, drugs, and involuntary celibacy. And then our last one, a group of online strangers who somehow become an essential part of my life in this weird and stressful year.
And if you can find them, they are the A-Team.
That's right.
Brian O'Connor, a geek, a rabbi, and a subnormal walked into a bar with a smart lady. And then he had 3 simpletons serving the queen. Ellie Mays, therapist lady helps 3 guys and 2 guests learn social skills. Therapy at the end to sum up what everyone's learned. Sala. While the whole world was suffering and turning to shit, one drunken dude brags about profiting from it all.
Sorry again.
Sala. A group of people who constantly push this middle-aged man to do drugs.
They won twice. First time I've realized I'm middle-aged.
The upper age and middle age too, aren't you?
Oh, Lord.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, it turns out when you go over the hill, there are drugs on the other side.
That's a good time to take another edible.
I think Ben's doing a loophole. He's calling all food edibles now, so now he can. It's just regular candy. He's just calling it an edible so he can eat it.
He's like, oh, check out this edible sliced tomato with lemon pepper.
You flip your edibles so the weed part's on the bottom of your towards your tongue.
I do, brother.
Let's see. We also had Spencer Mueller, a show about escapism of which you cannot escape. And then he had wizard school funding. Amina Sala, thousands of people finding humor in one woman's illiteracy.
And it's not illiteracy, it's lack of pop culture. It's not just get read.
Oh God.
The world.
I mean, that is a bit much. Come on. I mean, thousands?
Amina Sala, every Friday, a group of adults fuck just about everything while an underage girl draws it all. She's not underage.
Oh, God. Under the age of 20.
Amina Sala, a show you thought you could watch with your family.
Part you can't hear.
And that's all, folks.
All right. Wow,
Holy
there's a lot
shit.
of really good ones. I liked it's like Idiot Test with way more idiots. It was very funny. One man eating contest. The thing LaBelle did with the pantomime was really, really funny. That was really I was going to vote for him, but that would make him happy. So fuck LaBelle. I am gonna vote for I pay famous internet friends to read my dad jokes. That's what I like. Rachel, what's your favorite?
That was a good one.
I had the ones that you had written down. I also had some the lunatics have taken over. Oh shit.
It is what you'd say in that circumstance.
God damn it. The I pay famous internet friends is runner up, but I have to give it to the one that just got me right here. The woman waiting for three men to shut up so she can read something and get made fun of for how she reads it.
And please notice she mispronounced something in that sentence. God, there were so many good ones. I loved all three of Hayden's. It's like idiots with way more idiots. And the only show where someone shows their wiener and the show gets better. So good. Professional comics makes jokes for an hour, then the funny part. Very funny, Bill. Where you end up after 100 heckler-owned videos. Like purgatory you just end up in. Similar to the one I loved, a show about escapism of which you cannot escape. Out of work, shut in, solicit money from anyone who will listen is amazing. I love dick jokes and doodles and puns on my covered it pretty well. And I loved very much I already read the other ones. The one that I have to give it to though is Amina Sala's, a group of people who constantly push this middle-aged man to do drugs. But a runner-up was a grocery list also walks into a virtual nightclub. That's just somehow perfect.
The two that I was torn between were the ones that Bowers and Ben already voted for. The pay my famous internet friends to read my dad jokes, and a group of people push this middle-aged man to do drugs. And I think now it's time for an edible. It'd be a good time for an edible. I'm bragging the tie. And giving it to my I pay my famous internet friends to read my dad jokes. So,
all right,
Curtis.
And
collect your prize at sdscshow.com.
Steve did just say it's time for an edible, so let me just pop one more.
Edible. I got one. Rachel, you got any?
No, I don't.
Ben, Steve, you got any?
No, I don't.
I have two.
All right, I've got one. I said a show where I watch a guy cock block himself for a whole year.
But we love Steve anyway. I too are. The queen comes to us from her nephew's BDSM room while the guy with the crooked fingers hunkers down in a church Guy who ran for president also, for some reason, likes to put a pacifier in his mouth and play with his dolls. While the psychedelic maitre d' drunkenly eats vegetables with disdain.
Psychedelic maitre d' playing at the Roxy.
And my last one is very long and elaborate post-wall fan fucking celebration.
He finally fucked the fan. He's like, now I need to find a show to watch.
I fucked a fan. Everybody get on Zoom.
All right, it's time to sing the song. Here we go.
It is Leedy Doodle time, the first anniversary. It's Leedy Doodle time. It's time for Leedy's drawings.
Yay. All right. First up, I have I'm a serious actor. Then I have turn your damn sound up. And I have Ben introducing the front row and the timer going at the top. And I have popcorn, no pictures. All right, then I have Ninja Jackie. Mission Impossible. Okay, then I have it was food the whole time.
Oh my God. Pastrami sandwich.
Just full of cheese nips. I love it.
He took the hot dogs that he ate and he puts them in the box. Then I have don't you dare. Then I have this was Ben's plan all along.
This is WD-42, Ben. This is a
It has gotten squeakier as the pandemic has moved along.
And I have and you get a Jeremy as your boyfriend, and you get a Jeremy as your boyfriend. For a Ben right there. And then my very last one is the drugs on the other side of the hill.
It's actually how did you know that that's the bag I moved to Pittsburgh?
How did you know that bag was full of Hofstadter merch shirts?
That is actually a Fuck Air Canada shirt that I just wrapped my stuff on.
By the way, Steve Hofstadter bindles. If you want a Steve Hofstadter bindle, they are available.
I actually call them bendels.
No, that's what you refer to your fingers as.
Judy was actually the first bendel.
Oh my God.
By the way, if you don't call that last one Oprah Benfree, I'm going to be very upset.
Oprah Benfree. Oh, that's good.
Amazing. All right. Art for Our Heroes on Instagram, LeadyCorner.com. Great job, Lady, yet again. Awesome. Very cool. Are we through it? Are we done? Are we ready to plug? Let's do it.
We probably have a couple of generals to catch up on, and then also Taylor has something for us.
Generals, John Duggan said earlier, I thought I heard Ben correct someone in the pronunciation of a last name weird, but he was right, but also weird. Jack Dostal $5 for Taylor Xanax Fund.
Nice.
And Snowball said, just thank you guys.
Thank you.
Kim Stewart, here's to another great SDSC year. And that's it.
Very cool.
Awesome. So what we have now is Greg Murphy was kind enough to log the show, and he went back through all of the episodes and put together some fun statistics for us.
Oh, no.
Here are the episodes in their entirety.
Yeah, we're gonna watch all the episodes.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So here we go. Taylor, can you zoom in a little bit?
Hey, just look with your damn eyes closer, Steve. You know, closer to the damn screen. There we go.
Okay. All right. Okay, we'll just read it from here. All right. I'm very far from my screen right now.
395 sets, 333 hours of shows, 222 episodes, 190 performing comedians, especially Rachel. 109 Leedy Doodle time, 77 guest appearances, 4 hosts, 1 community.
I got the next one.
We got some more slides.
Oh, good.
The next one is most live appearances. Jamie Kennedy at 15, Kristen Key at 14, Katrina Davis 11, Dwayne Perkins 9, and tied with Mary Santora. Jen Kober 8, Adam Mamawala 7, Kelly Collette 6, Micah Fox, Tyler Gooch, Tim McLaughlin, Sammy Obeid, and Mike Paramore at 6.
Yeah, we're hoping to get Mike Paramore for that 7th so we can figure out where he lives. But
and Micah has been on 6 times, has made 6 performances. I would consider Tim about 4 or 5.
Oh my God, look at this one.
Most appearances in the prior.
So Ben and I each missed 2 episodes. And Rachel missed 15. I didn't realize there was that many.
She traveled some. We've had.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because
well, the thing is,
Jarrett.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had Princess
Wow.
Jarrett. Come
I didn't know I fully.
I only missed so you guys can get Jarrett. That's it. Like.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't realize I fully missed 2. Also, I thought I had popped in, except for I knew the one when you guys fucked up my car. But you know, aside from that,
Perfect attendance, Bowers.
nicely done.
No, there have been 224 episodes. 2 of them, nobody was here.
I've quit in the middle and left twice, but I've started every episode.
All right. So overnight game wins. We got Jeremy Day, the Punisher, with 13. Beryl at 10, Shannon Savage at 8, Duntalk, Shag Nasty tied at 6, Renee and Smash at 5, Diana and Gus at 4, and Lola at 3.
Wow, Beryl is barreling towards the Punisher's title there.
And then look at this one. All-time game wins.
No way. Amina Sala 20, Jonathan S 13, LaBelle 11, Jeremy Day and Razor at 9, Zara and Gus at 8, Tam at 7, Jesus, Andrea at 6, and Hayden at 5.
Also, yeah, I want to point out that 20, that's about 10% of the games. That's insane.
That's
unbelievable. And they still have never been in the front row.
Yeah.
And LaBelle and Tam, I think both won like 3 or 4 in a row at one point. So like that's crazy.
Yeah. And look at this, head to head. Obviously, Rachel never loses, so that statistic doesn't even count. Yeah, so whenever it's someone else versus me and Ben, they win. That's how it works. I have a slight edge over Ben at 5-4, which is why we stopped that game. I would not lose that edge. And then Jeremy beating me and beating Tyler, and then Jeremy against Ben is a question mark. I guess we didn't settle that one.
We haven't done that one yet. That should be a fun
we haven't
Pan
done it
Friday.
yet.
We'll do a pun contest.
Yeah.
We'll do that for sure.
I'm down with that, Jeremy. I'm ready every day, brother. Every day, brother.
All right. Is that everything? Oh, yeah. 2 truths and a lie. Holy shit. Look at this. Rachel kicking our ass.
Wow.
Nicely done.
Queen wins.
At least I'm at 50. I'm close.
Yeah. Bowers can get lied to, I guess. He's trusting. He's too trusting. And the Sklar brothers with that goose egg. We got to get them back on a Friday. They got to avenge themselves.
Cool to see it like this.
All
I
right.
want like like that, like when we
I will say,
die.
I've always said I don't care if there's a heaven or whatever. I just wish, I just hope that when I die, they have a complete accounting of all the shit I've done. Like how many
100%.
chicken nuggets I ate, how many beers I had, like, how many miles I drove. That's what I want. Like a complete accounting. You had 138,234 Coors Lights. That would be really cool.
Bowers thinks there will be no more monetary system on Earth, but they've counted everything in heaven.
Joy that Bowers just described a good weekend for him.
No, I've done the math to try to guess how many Coors Lights I've had in my life, and it's about that. Anyway.
Antichrist just wrote, we keep very good records down here.
Well, then I guess I'll find out.
You guys want to do plugs?
Yeah.
Let's do some plugs. As for me, you can find me at Bowers Comedy always on all the different social platforms. And this Wednesday, St. Patrick's Day, tomorrow, we have Mr. Ben Glebe as our host on Origin Stories. We're going to find out. I bet we're going to have to put his episode into 5 different 5 sections. I think we're probably only going to get through the... I bet in the hour tomorrow we get to the striking out 9 people in Little League, and that'll be the hour. But anyway, that's tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific. Come check that out. NowhereComedyClub.com for tickets. Ben, what you got coming up?
You can touch that game ball for good luck if you want. It's behind you.
Oh, yeah. Go.
Don't touch his balls.
That seemed like a trick. I went to grab it, and then middle school meme remembered this was probably a trap.
Ball blocked yet again. Everybody knows Steve Hofstetter is the internet's Barbara Streisand.
I just figured no one's touched balls in your house. Why should he start?
You can follow me at Ben Glebe on all the socials, especially.
Would it be extra mean if she touched his balls all the time and just wouldn't?
My God, this is the most fun anybody's had in my house ever. At Ben Glebe on the socials, and on the 27th is the next Glebe Off the Top. Please get tickets. Not doing one this Saturday, so check that out, and check out my podcast Last Week on Earth, or my Patreon. Thanks.
Awesome, Steve.
Well, I guess now that we're doing plugs, it would be a good time to let everybody know that this is officially the last episode of SDSC. We were all spinning off to our own careers. It's been a hell of a year, but Chris Bauer...
He gets muted for trying to fire me.
Chris Bowers is going to be giving motivational speeches to motivational speakers. Queen Rachel is going to be teaching English lessons to English speakers. So Ben is going to be hosting a cooking show, actually.
How to eat meat straight out of the package.
By the looks of the mustache, Ben's finally starting his OnlyFans.
Taylor is actually going to be voicing nature documentaries. He is replacing Sir David Attenborough. And Leedy is going to be growing an afro and rebooting Bob Ross. So. Oh, and almost forgot mine. I'm going to QVC, everybody. I'm going to be hosting a show.
I love the idea of that for Taylor. If we remain very quiet, we can see the red-tailed fox. Fucking fuck!
I just yelled at the fox. I said quiet. You're quiet.
Only thing that will scare off the red-tailed fox is a chicken. Oh, God damn
I mean, those are my plugs. I'm not actually going to plug anything. That's
Okay, all right. Well, Rachel, any catch up on before we get rid of before we say goodbye?
We did. Curtis Mason, holy shit, I won. Thank you guys. My internet picked a real bad day to crap out in the middle of you reading the entries. And then let's see. Frankie Berman said, thank you all for the laughs. This has and will continue to be a great community. I cannot wait for what the future has in store. That's it. Thanks,
Awesome.
everybody.
Well, you know what? Thank you so much for being here, not only today, but all year, guys. Literally, this has been, I mean, this has been, I joke, but it's been a great year of my life. But it's because of you guys, because I finally found a group of people that would listen and have a great time. And I want to thank Ben and Steve and Rachel and Taylor and Leedy for being a big part of this all year. I've just had such a great time. And the fans, guys, you guys are the reason this works. It's just, you guys show up every day. I mean, without your laughs, again, I watched some of the early episodes, and before we had a bunch of laughs, it was a little tough. So thank you guys for being here. And I mean, 50 people in the audience is insane, and we keep growing. So I think this is great. So thank you so much, audience. We will see you tomorrow for St. Patrick's Day. So wear something green. Let's get drunk tomorrow if that's something you'd like to do. If not, no big deal. But let's get drunk tomorrow.
You can also smoke that green.
Get some green beer or some green beer. So we'll see you tomorrow, audience. Thanks so much. We love you guys.
By the way, Bowers, quick pro tip: don't be too public about how impressed you are at having an audience of 50 people.
Hey, in the land of blind men, the one-eyed man is king, man. I have 4 fans, now I have 50. I'm gonna fucking be proud of that.
Fair.
I know they're all your fans, Steve, but look.
He just ran out of heckler videos. They're not all my fans. Ben got proposed to.
True that. And I mean, Bowers is so right. This has been such an incredible thing. And I just want to say the love and respect that I have for my co-hosts. I don't know what happened there. What happened there?
Did you do something? Because there was motion detected at your front door.
But I didn't.
Are you doing something?
I'm never able to leave now is all. I have an automatic panic lockdown button in my house, and it is locked for the next 7 hours until authorities arrive. So Bowers and Rachel are stuck.
Ben, could you just let them do the St. Patrick's Day show though? Because
they can do it from my house. That's fine.
Yeah. Hey, I've got a book to read. I've got plenty of time.
And I'm pressing the unlock button right now. It has been fixed.
That is actually a perfect book for Bowers to read because it has less of each page.
Yeah, your dick feels bigger as it goes. It's a nice book.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Bowers' dick reaches the table of contents.
This has been a really great 1 year, everybody. I just want to say great with words and ditto to everything everybody else said. I love you guys.
Yeah, love you, Rach. Yeah, it's been a great year. Thank you guys for being here. We love you. We will see you. Oh God, what's she doing? Candy.
I got some candy. I'm gonna eat all of it.
That's not snacks. That's called a healthy breakfast. Please enjoy.
Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
God damn it.
What an incredible journey this has all been. I also want to point out that we very much appreciate everybody who's been financially supporting the show. You do make this viable. Without your tips, without your financial support, we couldn't have the comics on. And I don't think we could have devoted as much time to this. However, I also want to say that there are a lot of people that we know can't tip and are in a tough situation, whether it is this year or overall. And we still appreciate you. And we know how much you have been devoted to the show. And we wanted to make sure to give you a shout out as well. Whether or not you're able to support the show financially or just by sharing it with your friends, you're the reason that we're able to be here. And I'm very excited to meet a lot of you in this upcoming year. I know I've gotten messages from a bunch of you about coming to shows. It's going to be weird. I don't know how tall you are. We're all the same size on the camera. I'm going to be very
Frankie
surprised.
Angles, except Frankie Angles.
Yeah. Frankie Angles is going to show up and he's just going to be like enormous. Just towering over me. No, so I just wanted to say that, it's been an awful year in many respects, but it's been a hell of a year in others, and you guys are the reason for that. So just want to say thanks.
Yeah, it's been truly incredible.
They were edibles.
It turned Rachel into Chappelle's on crack homeless guy. What an incredible time. Also, the song Leedy sang was apparently words and music by Kristen Key. So that was incredible. She is so talented. And apparently Steve is the king. So that's the last time Kristen will be on the show. And
in my car for her.
You did name your car for her. It's a strong point. That's a strong point. I gave her my firstborn child, but it's cool. And the chemistry between us co-hosts is so amazing, and the trust we have, even though I will be monitoring my security cameras like a hawk until the two of you leave. I love you guys. We couldn't truly do any of it without all of you, the Isolation Nation. You guys make this so unique and make it so much different than any internet show out there. You make it this very special, magical place that we are so excited to go to 4 times a week at a very odd, hard to remember schedule. And apparently we do Saturday shows. So thank you. This has been an amazing year, and we will see you at the next one on 2 days from now. Good night.
Who's naked in your office?
In your house.
Tomorrow. Sorry, tomorrow's Wednesday.